It's time to go back 3 wide as we keep grading each and every NFL draft using only College Football 25. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see. It is time for a new division. We're going AFC South, and we start off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And user, we finally get to talk about the man, the highest rated player in College Football 25. They traded up to get their man with the Cleveland Browns. They get Travis Hunter. User, 7 platinum abilities. Talk to me. Can play both sides of the ball. Got both wide receiver abilities and cornerback abilities. There's a reason this man's a 99.
I mean, this guy right here, he's a generational talent, as they would say. You look at all the abilities. I'm surprised he even has a gold 50-50.
They had to give him something to not make him just Thanos. Like, they're like, all right, that's something that.
And, you know, he's 6'1". He has the frame. He has the speed. Every ability, you see it right there. Recoup, layout, ball hawk, shifty. I mean, there's not many times you'll see a player that can play both sides of the field. And, you know, we understand he's going to play receiver when he gets to the NFL. You know, I doubt he ever dabbles on that side. If he's smart, he'll just stay at receiver and get his money. But, you know, Travis Hunter was just a complete stud. And, you know, Ty, I mean, who doesn't know about this guy? 99 play rate is insane.
I mean, let's be clear, Ty. He's not only gets the wide receiver, he's not only 95 speed, 99 excel. He gets 90 man coverage, 95 zone, hits the threshold there. I mean, he's the best player in the game. And what we're hearing out of Jacksonville is he's going to play a lot more wide receiver than I think people expected when he was getting drafted, because Trevor Lawrence wants another weapon. You put Brian Thomas on one side, you put Travis Hunter on the other. This is a formidable wide receiving core, and then you add in the fact that he can play corner.
Why not? Why not play him on both sides of the ball? He is a generational talent for a reason. Let him play both sides. What I love, too, you look at the abilities, right? They have him listed as a receiver, recoup, layout, 50-50, shifty. They gave him ball hawk as well, a defensive back ability, even though he's listed as a receiver. That shows you right there that this guy can play both sides. The best player in the game. Unbelievable.
Yeah, all platinum all the time. I mean, there's not much more to say about the top-rated player in the game. We go to the 3rd round. Now, remember, they gave up a lot to get Travis Hunter, including a first next year. They gave up their 2nd. They gave up their 1st this year. And then so they don't have a pick until the 3rd round, pick number 24. And they go cornerback. Shout out to Tulane, by the way. New Orleans, Louisiana, Yeoman Stadium. They head down to elite helmets for them, and they go with Caleb Bransall. He's listed as a safety. Yeah. And here he is. Now,
here we go.
Ty's going to sigh a little bit. Now, Ty, I think we know what's coming, so go ahead and press that button, okay? Because I know what you're going to talk about.
We need to press the disrespect alarm, and we need to press the biggest disrespect alarm ever created in the history of football. This is unbelievable. My man in the game, Caleb Bransall, 86 speed. Listen, boys, do you know what he ran at the combine for his 40 time? A 4.33, a freaking 4.33, and they gave this guy 86 speed. What are we doing? They didn't even list him as a corner. He's drafted as a corner. They listed him as a safety, 86 speed safety. He would never see the field. But at 4.33, this guy should be like 95 speed, maybe 97 speed.
Ty,
this is outrageous.
Ty, not only that, he had the highest vertical jump of any corner. Can you tell me what that number is?
I can't even say it. This is blasphemy. 78.
But listen, he did go to Tulane.
Are you disrespecting?
He went to Tulane.
Nobody walks into Yeoman Stadium and comes out alive.
Wow. He went to Tulane, and they gave him platinum blow up.
This is crazy. I mean, user, just think about this difference, right? Say you're looking at your rosters, you're on Madden, right? You're like, okay, I got an 86 speed safety. I can't really use that. But then you see a 97 speed corner, 6 foot. You're like, oh, I got one of the best corners in the game.
Yeah.
It's just a complete opposite. Like, you wouldn't even put this guy in your field the way he's rated.
Yeah, like you're saying, you know, this guy, he doesn't have the stats, nor he's in the wrong position. I mean, possibly could just not be the guy.
That's one of the most blatant disrespect I have seen, and we've been doing a lot of these drafts. We go to the 4th round. third round is the very next pick. They go with Wyatt Milam and User. You talk about another fantastic pick. You're getting third round, 94 overall, the highest rated player on West Virginia by a long shot out in Morgantown. And you end up with gold pocket shield at 6'6", 317.
I mean, this is a great pick right here. Back-to-back third-round picks, 88 and 89. You get a 94 overall left tackle in the third round. This is the first-round player on college football if you just go off his ratings. Then you look at the abilities, like you said, gold pocket shield, silver wear down, silver PA shield, but then he also has the bronze mental ability.
Or Brontals, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Brontals.
Yeah, I like that. Listen, we're coming up with slang. I mean, dude, and then Ty, you look 96 pass block finesse, across that 95 threshold. I mean, this guy's a stud.
Absolute stud. He's got to be one of the best linemen in the game by far.
And you got to think, if there's one thing that Trevor Lawrence has not had in his entire career in Jacksonville, it's, let's set aside an offensive line, a left tackle that doesn't want him to get absolutely murdered in the backfield. Finally getting some help out there. I know he'll be a rookie, but you got to think T-Law's really happy to see them work on this offensive line.
Oh, no doubt about it. And from what we're seeing from this draft, it looks like they've added a lot to help Trevor Lawrence here. Travis Hunter playing both sides. They add some running backs that we'll get to later in the draft. You get the offensive tackle there. So they're doing a lot to help out their franchise quarterback.
We go to the fourth round. And by the way, can we talk about how sneaky Virginia Tech has had some really nice players drafted so far? And here's another one. But we talked about Aeneas Peebles, and we talked about Antoine Powell-Ryland. They go one of my favorite players in this draft, Vishal Tootin. First of all, Ty, what was it like when you heard, you got to see the College Football 26 preview, and you heard Metallica, Enter Sandman, Lane Stadium rocking in the game? You talked about one of the great college atmospheres we missed out last year. It is in the game this year.
It was needed. It had to happen, and it did. I'm so thankful that they added it to the game. I can't wait to use Virginia Tech because I always love Virginia Tech, the uniforms. Throw it back to the old Michael Vick days, early 2000s. Like, they always have the coolest uniforms, so you finally add in that they're going to have Enter Sandman in the game. It's only fitting. It's only right, so I'm pumped about it.
We do have a slight discrepancy here, okay? What does it say his height is in the game, Mr. Davis?
5'11".
ESPN.
Same height as User.
This is crazy, Cap.
That's wild. ESPN reports him at 5'9", 206.
Oh, so same height as Mr. Mizesko. Okay. So.
I don't know if I even get to 5'9", but I appreciate it. 91 speed, 91 agility. I mean, this is a nice pick. I feel like this is a guy that is going to translate a little more in real life. By the way, User, do you know where this man transferred from to go to Virginia Tech? I mean, North Carolina A&T.
What?
Yeah, it was started out at North Carolina A&T, ends up at Virginia Tech.
Baby.
I mean,
hold on a second. We got two disrespect alerts maybe on this player as well. What is the speed he was given?
91.
91 speed.
He ran the fastest 40-yard of all running backs at 4.32.
He ran faster than Omarion Hampton.
Well, that's a little disrespectful. And
Sound
then
the
also,
alarm.
Go to his carry rating. Did I see 76?
You saw 76, sir. How many fumbles did he have in his career?
That's what I'm wondering, because the way he's building the game is kind of like he's more of a little power back. I mean, it has elusive, but it seems like he's a speed demon that can't really hang on to the ball. So I don't know.
Yeah, a gold 360 silver sidestep. I think still this is a good pick for them. Like you said, on the game he's solid, but if you look at his combine stats, man, this is a good pick, real good pick.
We go to the 3 picks later in the 4th round. It's time for linebacker time, so let's see how Tyler Davis feels about Mr. Jack Kaiser. Now, I'll tell you this, Ty. Kind of looks solid. 86 speed, 89 overall, and you get platinum wrap-up.
Yes, and you get 6'2", so you could play him outside. You could play him as a lurker. 86 speed, 6'2", had 91 acceleration as well. Let's see some of the pass rush ratings. Can we use him outside? No, so we have more of a middle linebacker. 91 hit power, 95 tackles. You know this guy's solid. He's not going to miss any tackles. Good against the run game here, but you got that speed, so you can also lurk with him.
And User, you can see the leadership ability from Jack Kaiser. With those 3 mental abilities, you know this is a guy who's going to go out and give it every time. And learned under Marcus Freeman. You talk about one of the great leaders in college football, Marcus Freeman, and a former linebacker himself. I'm sure there's still plenty of wisdom on Jack Kaiser.
Absolutely, and then he's a senior, so you know he's seasoned. You know that he's going to come well prepared, ready to play. And like you said, you can look at those abilities right there. He's a baller, gold gripper, platinum wrap-up, and then he has mental abilities. One thing about it, we don't see many players with mental abilities. That lets you know he's stuck out of just being, a savvy and aware football player.
Do you think, Ty, he will be the best Kaiser to come out of Notre Dame? He's got big shoes to fill. Deshaun Kaiser, Cleveland Browns quarterback at one time for like a minute.
I think he has a good chance to definitely be the greatest Kaiser come out of Notre Dame.
We go to the 6th round, head down to Auburn. Haven't talked about a lot of Auburn players. We got Jalen McLeod, second highest rated player on the team. He's coming in 88 overall in the 6th round user. He's got a couple abilities, 85 speed. He's listed as a defensive end. They have him listed on ESPN as a linebacker, and you see 6'1", 236, definitely slots more in that outside linebacker role.
Yeah, and his speed is solid, whether they kept him at linebacker or the end. He's 85 speed, and then he has the silver abilities. That's what you like to see. Blow up, outside disruptor. He can pass rush the lineman, as you see, Ty.
Yeah, a little undersized for DN, so I think you definitely got to put him at the outside linebacker spot. 85 speed, though. I wouldn't even be mad if you used him. If he's listed as an outside linebacker in Madden, maybe you could use him as a user. But 89 finesse move, so you can get to the quarterback, too. Like to see him bulk up a little bit, get that size up, but this is a good pick.
I have a feeling that Liam Cohen's going to have some fun with some of these players. That is his first draft in charge. He's drafted some players that I think Liam Cohen's going to have some fun with both offensively and defensively. And then they get the top-rated player from the midshipman. Shout out to Ryan Lane the third. 5'11", 197. Now, a little undersized, 87 speed, but he's more of a run support safety TD. And again, you talk about another guy who's coming in with abilities, a 4-year player. So Navy, this is going to be a guy who is going to play hard at every level. You don't get to go to Navy and take plays off, I don't think.
Yeah, 100%. You don't. You're a tough player.
We got to see this team in person, TV. Like, we got to watch the midshipmen.
We did. It was amazing. And they always have tough kids at Navy. So, a little underwhelming with the speed at only 87. But the one thing I like about this draft for the Jaguars so far, it seems like everyone they've taken is like the top player on their respective team or top 3 on their team, right? You got Rayon Lane here, who's the top player on Notre Dame. You saw it earlier with the Virginia Tech running back who's in the top 3. You've seen it with the Notre Dame linebacker. Like all these guys, you got Travis Hunter, of course. Like they're the top rated on their team. Not the fastest player, but for 88 overall here, the best player on Navy in the 6th round, I can't be mad at it.
Yeah, and you look at his abilities, man, once again, a player he has the mental abilities, even though they're bronze, and then he has blow up. And when I'm looking here, they say he's a special team demon. Special team demon. And he has 8 forced fumbles, and they said over the past four seasons, he has the most forced fumbles in the country.
Yeah, and now here's my question, Ty. We talked about the disrespect alarm, which we've already sounded today twice. I'm casting the confusion alarm right here. This is a guy who's listed as a run support safety with 76 tackle and 83 hit power, but he comes in 89 zone coverage?
Wow. Yeah, this is weird.
Listen, far be it from me to tell a company how to make a game, but I feel like we're sending
to
some
be
mixed
fair,
signals.
I'm reading here he broke up 21 passes, 7 interceptions.
Yeah, he just feels like more of a zone corner than run support.
Yeah, it's interesting.
We go to we're now in the 7th round, 2 7th round picks for the Jaguars, and we get the top-rated player on USC user Jonah Monheim, a center. 91 overall in the 7th round, 6'5", 310. With gold pocket shield, with 7 abilities. What more is there to say? Another great pick.
Just a great pick in the 7th round. Look at those abilities. This is a steal. This is an absolute steal. And Ty, you touched on it. They're getting the best player on each roster. You gotta like that.
And protecting Trevor Lawrence, Tyler Davis.
That's
Look at these 91 pass block.
You got that tackle earlier. This looks like a guy that could play tackle. 91 pass block. He's got gold pocket shield, PA shield, quick drop. Those are all offensive tackle abilities to be able to protect your quarterback. But I love this pick here. 91 overall. USC too. USC usually has some good players. So to get the best player on the Trojans here in the 7th round is an absolute steal.
Let me tell you this. Ready? You talked about could he play tackle? In his career, 18 games at right tackle, 12 games at center, 12 games at left tackle, 4 games at right guard. Talk about versatility. And again, we said Trevor Lawrence needed help on this offensive line. And again, words we haven't said a whole lot. What a job by Trent Baalke, at least according to College Football 25. This draft has been great. And we close it out we go back to Syracuse. We go back to the Carrier Dome. What a place where they play football. It's not pretty, but it sure is where Syracuse is. And they go with LaQuint Allen, halfback, second highest rated player on Syracuse. Rated higher than Kyle McCord, I'd like to point out. Ty, 88 speed, you're not overly excited, but again, we're talking end of the 7th round. You're getting 89 overall player and a receiving back. Let's see what his catch rating is. These receiving backs seem to be all over the place. 84 catching. I mean, is this somebody that could you almost could use with Travis Etienne? You're ending up with almost 2 H-backs back there. I mean, Tank Bigsby kind of was a disaster at times. Is this somebody that could slot in and contribute?
Definitely, I think so. I mean, they took Booten there earlier in the draft as well, or Tootin, excuse me, from Virginia Tech, the 4th round. So you got Tootin, you got Etienne, and now you got LaQuint Allen here. All these guys maybe can contribute. This is a good value pick for the 7th round. Like we said, the speed, not ideal at only 88, but to get another top player on their team, 2nd rated on Syracuse. And Syracuse, don't get it twisted, is a good program, right? A good team. They went 8-4 last year. You know, an okay program. Well, I won't say good. They're solid. They have good athletes. They recruit pretty well for the most part.
Bring back Jerry McNamara and the Syracuse basketball team.
So to get the 2nd rated player on their team in the 7th round, that's a good steal.
And User, what's interesting is we talked about where the game. There's a lot of things we love about the game, but this game has never really been great at rating guys who kind of play unique positions. LaQuint Allen lined up at wide receiver a lot. He lined up in the slot a lot, even though he was a halfback, and he kind of gets dinged for that. Listen to this. He led the ACC with 16 rushing touchdowns. He set program records for receptions and receiving yards in 2024. Like, he plays that H-back, that new wave, and we've seen some of it in college football with some of those orbit screens and things we've been able to do, but it almost feels like this is another guy. I don't want to say he was disrespected, but just his skill set doesn't line up well for a video game, but it's going to line up really well at the next level.
Absolutely. And you'll see over time he'll get more abilities added to him because, like you said, you know, he led the FBC in receiving yards this year. So, you know, out of running back. So you understand this is a guy, you know, I'm surprised in the 7th round you're able to get a guy that's rated this high with silver sidestep. So, you know, I still think this is a great pick.
Let's talk DFS for a second, Ty, because there's a lot to talk about. A lot of these drafts, like we did the Eagles draft recently, and you talk about the guys who have been here, your Jalen Hurts, there wasn't a lot to have, but the Jaguars were kind of a work in progress. And the guy I feel like you have to circle is that 99 overall first-round pick, Travis Hunter. Could we be looking with Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, 2 guys who could be near that 1,000-yard mark with Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, a few things to point out here. First of all, of course, Travis Hunter, like him and Brian Thomas, that could be the best 1-2 combo in the NFL. I know they're both so young, but that is a stud of a pair. I love Travis Hunter. I'm going to be taking him in all drafts. I'm going to take him in DFS because I think early in the season he won't be listed that high salary-wise in DFS, right? Maybe at the end of the year he'll get there. Then also, I think Trevor Lawrence. I feel like I've been drafting Trevor Lawrence like every year.
Same.
And I know you did. I remember you last year, best ball, taking him a lot. It did not go well, but like
I love the Jag stacked and best ball cutscene. Trevor Lawrence died.
It's like we're just waiting and waiting and waiting for Trevor Lawrence to break out. And if he doesn't do it now with Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, a better O-line, some of these running backs, and I don't know when he's going to do it. So I'm buying Travis Hunter. I'm all aboard the Trevor Lawrence train. And then also these running backs. You got Tootin, you got Etienne, and you got LaQuint Allen here. I think all 3 are in play. We're going to see how training camp goes, who kind of takes the lead, and keep out the news for that. But I think they're interesting for sure for fantasy perspective.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. I mean, again, you talk about investing in your quarterback. First, this draft, 2 offensive linemen who I think could slot in and start and help protect Trevor Lawrence. You just hope that he can stay healthy and stay upright more because we know the talent is there. But yeah, with Brian Thomas on one side and then Travis Hunter on the other, that is a 1-2 combo. We know what Etienne can do in the right system.
Still got Evan Ingram at tight end too, right? Or did he go somewhere else?
I had in my head that he went somewhere else.
I feel like he might have, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Denver now. But the other thing you got to think about also, by the way, with the Jaguars, tell me whose defense you're really worrying about a lot in that division. The Texans defense is good, but the Colts defense is a bottom 10 unit, and the Titans defense has been a bottom 4 unit. I don't
think the Jaguars defense will be that good, so you're getting a lot of shootout potential here.
Yeah,
for Trevor Lawrence.
You'd be going up and down the field. It's time to grade this draft. I'm gonna stand on business here, user. I'm gonna put my foot down because I know the man with the bun.
Oh, hold on. Before you give your, is this real life or is this on the game? Because if we had a lot of disrespect.
We're grading based on the game.
I don't know.
Even based on the game.
I don't know if you can do what you want to do then.
This is an A draft.
I was gonna give it an A.
It's an A draft.
I don't know. I can't give. You can't put an 86 speed
99.
safety,
99 overall.
Third round corner, 86 speed. That should be a 99
players
speed.
at 90 overall better.
See, the problem is, if you look at the thing about it is, you just called him a cornerback, but on the game he's a safety. So it's like, what stat are you gonna go with? For a safety, that speed isn't bad.
86? No,
it's not bad. It's not. If you look at some of the top-rated safeties, if you go here, college compared to the top-rated safeties, though the speed is not bad when you start to look at the safety.
I don't think I can
now,
do
cornerbacks, cornerbacks, you want your speed to be fast, but if you're going off the game, let's take a look at some of the top-rated safeties. Look at the speed. You know what I'm saying?
88, 85.
No, I'm saying go to free safety, not strong, because you got the studs over there. Your top-rated safety is 87 speed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got 86, you know what I'm saying? So it's not unfathomable what we're saying here. You feel me?
I mean, again, we're back to the bigger question, which is, if it wasn't this one, if it wasn't the Browns draft, are you just saying we should delete the A tier? Because you got the 99 overall, the best
Browns,
player.
I gave the Browns an A. Maybe it was an A-.
You whined about it.
But
you whined about it for one
A.
pick. You whined about it for one pick. But again, we're back to Wyatt Milam is one of the top tackles in the game, and they got him in the third round. You talk about the Byshell Tootin is a really good running back. They got in the like these players. They got a ton of abilities.
They're linemen. Come on, man.
Okay, so you guys gave the Browns A+. I gave them an A, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I can get by with an A-. I like B+ here, but I'll go A- for you guys.
This is A.
This is like, it's the most solid A
It's a good draft.
How much?
Really good.
I asked this in the nicest way possible. How many drugs are you on, sir? Lay off the weed.
Listen, you can't take an 86 speed DB in the third round and give it an A.
You can't lock in on one player. It's 10. They drafted 9 players.
They got some running backs that are okay. A Navy safety's okay, but he's kind of slow.
They also got the top, like one of the top 4 left tackles in the game.
They
got
had the top player from each program that they went to.
You guys are way too generous. Way too nice.
It's crazy.
Third highest, the second highest rated center in the 7th round. Not good enough. Got it. All right, cool. Hey, if you get a teacher and you see the name T. Davis, drop the class. Just drop the class. It ain't worth it. This man is off his mind. Let us know what you think. Let us know. Please roast him in the comments. Roast him. This is wild. Drafted the highest rated player in the game.
Because they're not just giving out A+ like
do
you guys to everyone that
come on, guys. You gotta.
walks by.
Don't let this man user.
So you guys give. When you see a girl on the street that's like a 3, you're like, oh, that's automatic 7.5. Like,
no.
I don't objectify women like that, Tyler. Why do you do that, huh? Interesting. All right, get him, roast him, go. We're done. We're still going 3 wide. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll keep on moving through these drafts.